People say a narcissist's deepest dread is when you vanish from their life, going quiet or leaving forever. But trust me, that's barely scratching the surface. Below that obvious layer lies a far more shadowy, instinctual horror that fuels all their actions. It's the core secret they've kept buried under layers of allure, turmoil, and trickery during your time together. They understand that if you uncover this concealed fact, their hold on you won't merely weaken, it will vanish completely. So, what is this precise insight lurking in the depths that endangers their whole way of being? And why are they so scared of what you could discover? The strength within you that scares them. Right from the start, a narcissist feels daunted by your resilience, optimism, and vibrant spirit. As they approach you, they don't view you as an individual, but as a wellspring of vitality. Think of psychic vitality as Carl Jung did, not limited to desire, but as the essential drive behind innovation, determination, and living fully. You possess this in plenty. You're probably someone brimming with fresh concepts, motivated by real passion for existence, and able to behave with true assurance and sincerity. This innate richness draws them in. Yet, realize their interest isn't the healthy kind of respect. It's like a famished individual eyeing a meal. They gravitate toward self-motivated, influential folks because they harbor a deep void inside. Jung pointed out that those who skip the path to becoming a whole, unified self often end up feeling broken and unfinished. A narcissist misses that firm foundation. They can't create their own worth or sense of who they are. They pull these from external places. Seeing you, they spot a finished being, someone who guides outcomes, sways people effortlessly, and holds an internal steadiness they only fake. This positions you as a desirable mark, but also a risky one. Even as they chase you, fear simmers beneath. Here's the contradiction in their mindset. They crave your vitality to uphold their phony image, but that vitality keeps underscoring their shortcomings. Each display of your poise spotlights their unease. Every honest move you make reveals their falseness. On a hidden level, they know you have the essence they miss. Jung said we project untapped parts of ourselves onto others. To them, you embody the ideal shadow, the perfect example of what they long to be, but can't reach. This stirs up massive anxiety in them. Their biggest initial worry is you grasping how mighty you really are. If you grasp the worth of your traits, you'd never accept their mistreatment. Recognizing your spirit as precious, you'd cease handing it out without cost. They realize a self-aware, strong individual can't be dominated. So, they must shroud you in ignorance. They start the bond to tap into your might, but quickly labor to block you from seeing its full extent. The narcissist notes your skill in shaping others' actions and directing situations. They observe you thriving solo, while they secretly admit they can't manage without a provider. This breeds a reliance they bitterly hate. They loathe needing you. To cope, they delude themselves and later you that you're fortunate to have them. This shield protects their brittle sense of self from facts. The fact is, you're the truth, they're the facade. You're the origin, they're the leech. They dread your awakening because it dooms their coping method. Their mental framework hinges on you thinking you're minor while they're major. Reality flips that. You're the builder, actor, creator. They're the imitator, schemer, ruiner. If you awoke to this, their influence ends. They don't fear your flaws, they count on fabricating them. They fear your genuine might. If this strikes a chord, stick around. This exploration of the mind is just starting. Subscribe not only to the channel, but to your personal growth. In the upcoming segment, you'll learn the concealed reason they picked you and why their attraction was always deceptive. The reality of their selection of you. A narcissist's pull toward you isn't sentimental. It's purely exchange-based. In their realm, bonds aren't rooted in bonding, closeness, or shared development. They're about usefulness. Jung discussed the persona as the facade people done for social show. For typical folks, it's a practical social aid. For narcissists, it's their entirety. No real core hides behind it. Thus, they pick you to boost that facade. They choose based on your fuel, position, looks, or assets. Like picking a luxury item, they seek your reputation, skills, esteem, and vigor. Viewing you, they assess your benefits to them. They value your attributes not to foster them, but to claim them. This resembles mental absorption. They think closeness will somehow pass your traits to them. They expect your smarts to make them seem cleverer. You're standing to raise their status. You're calm to soothe their turmoil. They desire entry to your creations not to cherish, but to devour. They feign pride in your successes, but really claim them via link. If you're robust, they gain robustness nearby. If admired, they siphon that praise. Jung saw the collective unconscious as a pool of common human patterns and symbols. Narcissists fixate on the king or chosen one symbol. Unable to earn it themselves, they latch onto natural embodiments like you. You fuel their dream of significance. They didn't select to honor those traits. They selected to use them. It wasn't about valuing you. It was always extraction. They treat your abilities as ores to extract, kindness as a flaw to exploit, loyalty as assured labor. They assume your qualities might transfer, or they can copy your skills and concepts. Nothing involves true regard for your essence or offerings. It's you yielding all your hard-earned gains to them. This sets a hunter-prey pattern, like befriending riches just to drain funds. But here, the exchange involves feelings, mind, and essence. They want you enhancing their appearance, bearing relationship burdens, stabilizing their worth. They demand you surrender your core might to them. This greatly aids them as fuel. But a profound dread hides in this deal. What terrifies them here is you learning they rely on you way more than vice versa. They show self-reliance and dominance, act like favoring you, but truth reverses. Sans your fuel, they wither. Sans validation, they crumble. Sans energy, they sink into gloom or fury. You're the foundation. They're reliant for mental endurance. Jung said shadows unseen in self get cast on others. They cast their reliance on you. Label you clingy, dramatic, needy, when they're the loner, incapable. They dread you spotting the equation. You provide worth, they deficit. You reality, they fantasy. Realizing the lopsided exchange, you giving treasure, receiving scraps, you'd shut it down fast. They must sustain belief in love, fate, or special tie. Can't risk you seeing their mechanical selection. Can't risk you noting they echo your traits to gain desires. They dread you peeking past the veil, to find no mighty figure, just a scared soul yanking strings for fake dominance. If this uncovered unseen truths, comment awakened. Share experiences as knowing your worth starts power recovery. Next, grasp when their praise flips to dread and the change making your might intimidating. Why your resilience intimidates them. Before a narcissist seeks dominance, a quiet shift occurs they hope escapes notice. Initial attraction soars into anxiety. First, your resilience pulled them. Now, it reveals their slim grasp. This change horrifies them. Thus, covertly, purposefully, they launch a fresh aim. Not direct power defeat, but severing your link to it. If they seed uncertainty in certainties, they remodel your world unnoticed. They can't rule while you're fully empowered. So, they methodically tear down your value base. Jung discussed the shadow as suppressed dark personality aspects. Narcissists drive via power shadow. Insatiable dominance urge offsets profound loneliness feelings. Meeting authentic might like yours activates their shadow. Instinct demands dragging you to their plane. They condition via tricks, falsehoods, gradual harm. This starts subtle. They coax power handover via lies. Fool you into feeling inferior. Use sporadic rewards, praise today, none tomorrow, building brain chemical reliance. You strive more for approval, unaware of experimental conditioning. Harm erodes your core resilience and might, done to trap you in unwanted setups. Craft dynamics of feeling inferior, reliant, obligated, deceive into accepting poor handling, cast own flaws on you. If dishonest, charge you with untruth. If self-centered, label you uncaring. Jung projection, expelling negatives, assigning to others, forcing defense against lies. Keeps you unsteady, busy proving purity, forget your own honesty. Gradually chip confidence so power stays unseen. Want you as owned item. Compel obedience not physically but mentally. You're controlled, laboring hard for needs. Following orders, they fake authority over you. This power is invented. Depends on your consent. Set as life arbiter. You take accused role unconsciously. Aim. Reduced to servant or animal status. Animals don't challenge owners. Servants ignore revolt strength. Subordinating neutralizes your might threat. Can't manage equals needing openness and exchange. Narcissist inabilities. Need underlings. Need reflectors of their majesty, not challengers. Fear here basic yet deep. Strong you defies control. Grounded reality resists distortion. Self-respecting rejects disdain. Value knowing shuns scraps. Narcissist knows your might lingers under doubt heaps. Dread day conditioning breaks. Jung said psyche self-balances. Over, suppressed. Unconscious rebounds for equilibrium. Narcissist battles this rule constantly. Fights suppression knowing your default is empowered. Fear you ceasing permission, seeking, starting clear-eyed viewing. Strong tactics fail. Quiet games don't sting. Judgments don't cut. Rivalries don't spark envy. Might nullifies manipulation tools. Hence tireless draining. Not mere cruelty. Preventive hit on independence potential. Aim. Shatter spirit before grasping leave will. Next, see control need in tiny instances and why certainty threatens. A narcissist resists not from disagreement. The uncertainty they plant for dominance. Resistance breeds quick control. Fastest uncertainty path assault all certainties, even minor. You might spot odd interaction patterns. Whatever stated they counter, like a film, they explain awfulness. Thrilled by concept, they list failures, state clear fact, they debate specifics or claim error, not opinion variance. Mental tactic to nullify your inner truth. Near strong, vibrant, active folks. They instinctively oppose or resist. Reject acceptance or compliance with your values. Act like your picks lack worth or are plainly bad. Feign your pursuits dull, immature, meaningless. Behavior blocks success or validation feelings. Damaging as humans need mirroring for connection and comprehension. Closest person distorting reflections, fractures self-sense. Breed doubt via constant opposition. Grow strongly disagree prone or contrary. Must to foster your insecurity. Jung knew reality hold partly via others. Agree on truth, reality strengthens. Narcissist knows, weaponizes. Systematically deny accord. Constant contradiction blocks reality firming. Question judgment. Wonder wrongness. Poor preferences, misperception. Picture dinner plan scene. Suggest known good eatery. Enjoyed before. Normal mate agrees or prefers alternate. Narcissist attacks pick. Claims food trash, service lag, taste bad. Might go but complain whole time, guilting choice. Spoil not from bad spot, but your selection. Regretting decisions, conditions, halting them. Extend to event views. Rewrite history live. Confront hurtful word, deny utterance. Claim sensitivity, misunderstanding, invention. Speak convinced, doubt memory. Apologize for non-actions to stop fight. Their aim. Want trust their reality over yours. Want sole truth provider. Feign ignoring strengths despite secret envy. Resistance fake not true. Privately. Deep respect for criticized things. Might adore your music secretly but ridicule openly. Impressed by job but downplay wins. Can't admit value as validating lessens them. See interactions competitive. Right you means their loss. Must wrong you. Serves control. Agreeing validates independence. Admits merit sans them. To narcissist, validity grant equals control loss. Must superior expert. Act with hidden info or higher norms. Position judge. You perpetual negative verdict trial. Created doubt drains. Huge energy explaining, justifying, proving. Offer facts, evidence, logic, but reason fails. Not truth interested. Authority, position focused. Argue loops to sustain conflict. Shift topics, raise old errors. Attack delivery. Avoid right admission. Tire, surrender. Say you're correct for quiet. Desired yield. Target strong feelings as identity supports. Passionate cause. Devil's advocate, assault beliefs. Love kin, highlight flaws, to detach foundations. Doubt values, kin interests, nothing anchors but them. Unmoored, uncertainty ocean, seek their guide. Opposition defends own void. No real self. Defined by opposition. Opposing creates brief identity. Feel robust, demolishing points. Superior, mocking picks. Distress affirms power. Making capable you insecure, anxious, control surge. Proves existence impact. Reveals acute fear. Oppose as confidence endangers false self. Own judgment trust skips theirs. Confident choices need no direction. Self-trusting mind uncontrollable. Need unsure you. Anxious decisions hand power. Dread opinion stop. Want suspended action state. Hesitate speech. Fear critique. Second guess appearance. Low anxiety permeates life. Anxiety fixes on them. Hyperalert mood scan. Predict reaction. Avoid judgment. Mental cage. Their key. Hold approval. Never fully given. If solo persisted sans drive support. Only resolve guided. Comment tail as your flame might sustain another's persistence. Ultimately, opposition signals brittleness. Secure folks handle opinion differences sans destroying realities. Narcissist can't. Defend glass stronghold. No doubt starts their scrutiny. See contrariness as desperate relevance bid. Not omniscient pretender, terrified of disregard. Generate chaos dispute as quiet. Accord forces self-face unbearable. Next, grasp why attacks hit vital parts and deepest dread reveal. The aspect of you they dread above all. Narcissists skip weak spots for attacks. They hit strongest. Hard to grasp as counters intuition. Assume loving claim means success support or trait nurture. But they see best qualities not helps to grow, but dangers to disable. Target confidence, skill, assurance zones as soul blocks to full rule. Value, knowing can't be ruled. Secure smarts resist confusion. Secure ethics reject guilt. Secure freedom rejects reliance. Must break these safeties. Turn prides into shame, doubt sources. Planned identity hit. Jung saw self as personality hub for stability, guide. Narcissist destabilizes hub so direction loss forces theirs. Often starts reality reframe. Positive trait twisted negative. Say naturally giving, compassionate. Thrive aiding, linking people. Healthy bond values this. Narcissist gradually warps. Calls knave trusting. Says others mock behind for over nice. Accuses manipulation, spotlight seek when aiding. Time passes, stop seeing giving as asset. View as defect, doubt instincts. Withdraw socially not wanted, but convinced world interaction wrong. Same for skill, wit. Often pick high function partners, business runners, home managers, career stars. Yet relationally, make incompetent feel. Magnify tiny slips over big wins. Acework project, forget errand, treat adult, incapable. Look pity annoyed, query simple track fail. Not errand, false flaw belief. Doubt small handle leads life handle doubt. Also hit emotion balance. No calm logic hard manipulate. Create disorder to snap poise. Prod, boundary, push, ignore please till anger, upset react. Instant shift calm, accuse unstable, mad, uncontrolled. Point reaction as issue proof. Ignore build up, focus response. Tactic uses body against. Stress clouds think. Believe narrative you're emotional, they're logical. Forget anger normal to abnormal. Dismantle to memories, reality sense. Confident trusts recall. No said happened. Narcissist dreads clarity. Accountability if memory trust. Must corrode. Deny clear events. Insist unsaid words. Claim misrecall, fabrication. Repeated, brain drops own logs. Seek narcissist verify real. Ask occurred or overreact. Cognitive freedom yield their need. Want history writer. Special threat your joy zeal ability. High energy likely. Excite new thoughts, pursuits chances. Independent joy seen betrayal. Happy sands them ignored, useless feel. Can't stand uncontrolled fuel source. Often spoil events, celebrations, wins. Picture promotion, goal hit. Home thrilled share. No celebrate, cold reply. Topic switch to issue. Or trivial fight mood, damp. Can't high state allow. Drag to misery. Ruin reclaims emotion rule. Teaches happiness punished. Stop share positives. Dull excitement. Flatten feelings avoid attack. Less vital become their want. Also intimidated knowledge gain use. Quick learn. Problem solve. Critical think. Constant fake reality risk. Really tactic ignorance. Knowledge seeker finds truths. Read, watch, dissect. Hate intellect show as spotlight's own shallow. Mock hobbies, say overthink. Act uninterested deep topics. Want intellect burden feel not gift. Shut mind as active mind pierces lies. Fundamentally, know you superior internally. Core identity independent opinions. They lack. Empty, need endless affirm to real feel. Your being remains void. Confident act mirrors insecurity. Decide sans consult, proofs are needed. Causes distress. Can't ignore might. Must ruin to shield ego. Force false self-adopt. Believe small, muddled, unable, lucky tolerated. But construct false. Not tolerating, dependent. Not strong, trick, using, feel mighty. Attack might as surpassing, exposing. Hold confidence. Refuse their you. Definition. Power fades. Control only if light join. Deepest dread realize created you. Weak, mad, unable, fake. Fiction they authored. Forced act. Dread script drop. Stage exit. Dread pre. Meet you return. Life, certainty, might fool. That you lingers, reclaim weight. That you soul true dread. Next, uncover beneath disdain, and why might captivate sans admit. The respect they refuse to voice. Under narcissists' haughtiness, judgments, endless resistance hides guarded life secret. They are profoundly awed by you. Contradicts daily, they act superior, disdainful or uncaring. Treat flawed, unable, shameful. Look beyond acts to drives. Jung knew behavior compensatory. Extreme superiority show covers equal inferiority. Act haughty, not big feel, but small. Your presence, natural traits trigger deep, low complex. See social ease, stress handle, inventive drive, true warmth. Not mere traits, reminder zone fails. Privately know lack your depth. Mimic emotion while you live it. Painful reality gap. Survive, deny. Can't admit might as forces empty face. Why can't natural ease around? Guard drop, appreciate, admit have unpossessed. Competitive view, value admit equals loss. Must indifferent mask. Big achieve, advance, breakthrough, milestone, their reaction icy. No grin, no queries. Topic shift quick or device check. Not boring achieve. Causes mind pain. Spotlight owns stagnation. Jung said project unconscious potential others. Start projected ideal on you. Saw wanted self. Chased hard. Wanted light own. Now have light resents. Not hate you. Hate can't become you. Envy turns hostile. Punish initial admired virtues. Honest, mock lie. Skill lack. Loyal, doormat treat. Devalue coveted qualities, avoid envy pain. Withhold validation as power shift view. Compliment hands weapon. Worry realize impressive, see league out. Starve wanted approval, keep laboring. Control tool. Truth tell, smart, able, essential, self-reliant become. Insecure keep ensures opinion reliant. Notice behavior when might show. Strong resistance. Authoritative speak, interrupt or minor disagree derail. Can't room expert allow. Break flow. Crush drive. Not fact disagree. Status intolerable. Must authority instructor arbiter. You natural occupy threatens false core. Reveals deep internal self lack. Jung taught solid core undiminished by other success. Strong admire, strong sans threat. Narcissist can't. Might experience as ego assault. Why idea steal? Credit claim. Hear wise, ignore, repeat later own. Absorb traits into fackhead. Want your applause. Privately deep discontent. View your life, ties, serenity. Toughness, feel robbed. Wonder easy you, impossible them. Resentment boils under talks. Want power strip, so helpless as them feel. Make cry, fail doubt, brief ease, levels, moment not soul suffer, must hide feel, sustain illusion prize, you lucky, comments imply nothing sans them, suggest none else tolerate, lies hide truth, Terrified supply loss, no relationship motor you. Passenger criticizing driver, telling hidden respect sign obsession. Ignore but watch, track moves online, others interacts. Constant study, true worthless think wouldn't energy monitor. Obsessed as reality lead, screen project life, act uncare but overcare. Reaction dependent define being. Dread mask slip, show true weak or esteem, spell snap. See just person, imperfect, insecure, jealous. See that. Natural life authority assume. Stop permit ask. Stop love beg. Simple on exist. Can't permit. Ultimately, admit refuse, greatest all confession. Proves might real. Light seen. Insignificant as claim. No hard work small make. No every turn oppose. Suppress effort intensity direct your power measure. Not weak fight. Powerhouse fight no. Final, uncover ends illusion realization and why awakening start dreaded turn. The ultimate fact they dread you'll grasp. Seeing manipulation, reclaiming might, whole setup crumbles. This in antiodromia moment, Jung term where force opposites. Prey turns winner. Muddled turns clear. Facade drops, truth rises. Narcissist whole bond prevents this exact instant. All distortion, resistance, conditioning, harm built to block this end insight. They depart. Realize you've powered up, superior. Mostly, narcissist leaves spotting you, spotted might, dominance over. Strip might to use, exploit. But leave when realize they powerless. Realize tricked, ruled, swayed. Curtain man seen. Dread discover, control never, only mirages. Can't admit true you as allows your power, rule over. Wouldn't aid, benefit as nothing offer. Lack performability. No keep desire once realize nothing about. Empty shells. Stop own light project on, they fade dark. Can't true powerful you allow. No might, resilience show. No considered choices ability as natural surpass. Natural authority over. Decision power holders threaten. Likely harm narcissist goals. Need shattered you keep. Mended you freed. Ultimate dread you superior they aware. Equal or below belief greatest deception. Not equal. Superior in compassion, honesty, life force, genuineness, fully know. Why against? Why oppose all you? Hugely dread might realization. Understand this, instilled fear vanishes. See aggression masked dread, silence masked void, control masked despair. Jung saw life aim self-realization. Narcissist blocked failed, seeing now, realizing never pray. Threat always. Power yours throughout. Ordeal ends not change them, but your awakening. Awake, see not dread monsters, but past shadows. Reclaim vigor. Reclaim thoughts. Reclaim essence. Traversed illusion layers seen never intended. Not facade, not mask, but beneath void. Truth hits, shifts. Not them, you. Grasp manipulation structure. Recognize power, loaned glow, planted dread melts, charm shatters, story falls, reclaim all erased tried, thoughts, gut, inner rule, each integrated truth, shadow dwindles, not fight, but feed stop. This dreaded part? Your sharpness, rootedness, refuse shapes not yours, now clear see, might never issue, threat, compassion never flaw, light revealed dark, awakening no close, sovereignty start, inhale, crossed barrier hoped never, left small narrative into whole truth, ready self journey continue, not them ward, self ward, next clip awaits, complete rule path barely started, your strength was always the threat they feared most. Reclaim your power, their illusion crumbles. If these insights hit home, like this video and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more on personal empowerment.